What's up, y'all? We got some injury news today. Doesn't come as a big surprise if you watched the game last night, especially the very last play, which was pretty scary. Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber are on the 10-day injured list, and Schwarber was a little earlier in the game. In case you missed that, he was playing left field last night, and he has the left groin strain. And then Harper, if you saw in the last play, obviously his hamstring was bothering him, and he said it hadn't felt like any pain he had felt before. And fortunately for both of them, it seems like they avoided anything serious. So both of them are probably going to be back within a couple weeks. Much needed. I mean, it goes without saying, those are two of the guys at the top of the lineup right now. You need your leadoff hitter. You need your three hitter. Just their presence makes everything different for the rest of that lineup. So it's going to be a lot of mixing and matching from now on. Yes, you lost Brandon Marsh and Trey Turner a couple weeks ago at the same time, and that was difficult. But now losing your leadoff hitter and your three hitter, I think that's really difficult to replace. So you're probably going to see Stott leading off a good bit. I believe he's leading off tonight too. It just makes the most sense. I get it. It will be frustrating. He has had his struggles this year, to say the least. It has not been a strong year for him, and he does watch a lot of good pitches go right down the pipe. Like, I think there's a lot of times he could probably stand to be more aggressive early in the count. But he will see a lot of pitches. It will set the table for the rest of the lineup. He will get on base at a decent clip, all things considered, even though he's not playing very well this year. But at the same time, it's not the same as having Kyle Schwarber lead off. He's a great leadoff hitter for a reason. And now you're probably going to see Turner hit 2, obviously. That's nothing new. But you'll probably see Bohm hit 3 and Castellanos hit 4 a good bit. And it'll be interesting. Like I said, they're probably going to mix and match. Johan Rojas has been recalled. He only played 8 games in AAA. I'm sure they would have preferred if he could have stayed down there a little longer to continue to work on the swing mechanics, continue to put some bunts down for hits. But he's going to be back up here, and it's his time to go earn his job back too. Next man up opportunity. And go prove that they don't need to go get a guy at the deadline. They just need a 4th outfielder, right? So it's another opportunity for him. It's a quick turnaround for him after just getting sent down, like I just mentioned, but it's an opportunity nonetheless. And then Kody Clemens is off the IL. He will be back now too. Another opportunity for him to show, look, I can be a bench bat for you guys in the playoffs, or just good organizational depth, which he has done before. He tends to tail off after an initial surge, so we'll see if that happens or if he can get hot again. All you need is for him to be hot for a week or two if you can get that out of him. But you're probably going to see more Whit Merrifield now. He has not played very well, but if he gets more opportunities to play every day, we will see what happens there. But he seems to be playing his way out of a roster spot by the deadline with the way things are going right now. So very important for him to take advantage of every opportunity from here on out. I don't know how confident I am in that happening, of him taking advantage of those opportunities, but the opportunities should be there more often now. And then David Dahl obviously is going to get his chances too. He's already getting his chances, though, as the platoon out there in left field. And you're probably going to see a good bit of Sosa too. I mean, obviously we see a good bit of Sosa regardless, just depending on matchups, depending on, obviously righty-lefty, we see him a good bit too. Had an unfortunate error last night, but this team's depth is going to be tested right now. You're already without JT. You're getting pretty good production out of Rafi Marchand, who I don't think anyone expected us to get this type of production out of him up to this point. Like, even just what he's done so far in his role, I mean, that's more than what you thought you would get out of him in this span. So, and especially defensively too. Made a really nice throw last night. He's had a couple nice throws to second base. That's not a surprise. He's always been a pretty good defensive catcher, but it's good now he's getting his opportunity and he's healthy. That's the biggest thing for him. So all these guys are going to be getting opportunities right now. It's time to see this team's depth is going to be tested once again. It just seems like the theme of this year, but I'd rather have these injuries happen now than in October, obviously, but you just hope these guys take the time they need and rest up and get ready for October too, and for this back half of the season, which is more imminent than October, obviously. But also with Trey, I want to mention too, it still looks like he's not fully comfortable running the bases right now, and maybe that's him taking it easy a little bit. He did DH last night too, was not in the field. Maybe that's just part of the plan to ease him back into action. I don't know, but that's also a concern now too, because that does limit his impact on the game. He's still a great player, obviously. Trey Turner is an unbelievable baseball player. He's still going to make an impact regardless, but that's his biggest attribute is his speed. Maybe you could probably say his bat, but like obviously he's well known for his speed too, and it's what makes him such a special player. And not having that right now in its full capacity, I guess you could say, it's definitely been a detriment to the Phillies so far. So hopefully that's something that's not a recurring theme, and hopefully it's just something that's just for the time being as he kind of gets back up to speed right now. But definitely a lot of concerns right now on the injury front. Obviously, Turnbull went on the IL the other day too. It just feels like they're dropping like flies right now. And again, the guys on the bench, the guys in AAA, they're going to get opportunities. They're going to be tested. So we're going to see. We're going to see how this team responds. And good baseball teams go out and find ways to win games regardless, right? So we're going to see if they're able to do it. They still have their pitching, their top four and their staff is healthy right now. Like the pitching is still there. The bullpen had a shaky night last night. Yes, it was frustrating. That was really disappointing to see the way that game just, like in the blink of an eye, I felt like that game just turned in an instant. But you still have a really, really strong bullpen. They've been really strong all season long outside of maybe the very first couple games of the season. And you need to rely on those guys to just hold things steady for you, and you just need to scrape runs across however you can and just find ways to win over the next couple weeks. So we will see how it goes. Obviously, trade deadline is coming up, so we'll see if there's any decisions that need to be made based on the depth of this team. I'm sure there will be some decisions made. I'm expecting a fourth outfielder, but thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully we get healthy soon. And go Phils. God bless y'all. We will see you guys later.